In the top stories, government clarifies the visit of Cole Palmer to St. Kitts and Nevis. China rejects U.S. criticism over Bahamas hospital loan, and Pope Leo saddened by Israel's strike on Gaza Catholic Church. Welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Thursday, the 17th of July, 2025. I am Jasmine Thomas. The government of St. Christopher and Nevis categorically denies any claims or suggestions of communication with Mr. Cole Palmer regarding a proposed 5 versus 5 football competition. This as reports circulated that the Chelsea and England midfielder was supposed to take part in a 5v5 football tournament. Government, in a release, said Mr. Palmer was invited to the Federation solely to inspire and uplift our young people. His presence was part of the government's ongoing commitment to youth engagement aimed at encouraging our young citizens to reject crime and violence and instead embrace a life of purpose, discipline, and positive living. A key highlight of Mr. Palmer's visit was his interaction with the youth of St. Kitts and Nevis. It was a powerful moment of mentorship, and we are grateful for his willingness to share his time and story with our future generation. The government remains committed to facilitating more initiatives of this nature that promote healthy choices and constructive lifestyles among our youth. We take this opportunity to encourage all citizens, especially our young people, to live positively and contribute meaningfully to nation building. Representatives from regional and international health and development agencies gathered at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort Ballroom on Wednesday for a high-level meeting on the implementation of the One Health approach under the OECS Pandemic Fund project. Officials from PAHO, WHO, the FAO, World Bank, CARPHA, and the Pandemic Fund, and key local government departments, including the Ministries of Health, Agriculture, and the Department of Environment, participated in the discussions. The meeting focused on strengthening coordination between human, animal, and environmental health sectors. Key outcomes included the drafting of a national priority list of zoonotic diseases, formalization of a national One Health Coordination Committee, efforts to strengthen governance frameworks for multi-sectoral collaboration, and the relaunch of the National Animal Health and Food Safety Authority, NAHFSA. This activity is part of a 3-year regional initiative launched in June 2025 in St. Lucia. The project aims to enhance surveillance systems, laboratory capacity, and workforce readiness across 6 OECS countries in a unified effort to prevent and respond to future disease outbreaks. The Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force has formally charged Shanice Herbert of Limekiln, St. Kitts in relation to a series of offenses committed last month. According to a police statement, Herbert was charged with 2 counts of larceny and 2 counts of receiving, stemming from incidents that occurred on the 13th of June 2025. The charges were officially laid on the 15th of July at the Bastia police station. Authorities have not released further details on the nature of the stolen items or the circumstances surrounding the alleged offenses. However, they confirmed that investigations are ongoing. Larceny is classified as the unlawful taking of someone else's property with intent to permanently deprive the owner of it, while receiving refers to knowingly accepting stolen goods. Herbert remains in police custody pending further proceedings. The Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force encourages anyone with additional information related to this case to come forward. In regional news, China has fired back at the United States over criticism of a $267 million loan to the Bahamas for the construction of a new hospital. China called the U.S. accusations baseless and absurd, and denying that the funding is part of a geopolitical strategy to deepen influence in the Caribbean. The Chinese embassy in the Bahamas issued a strongly worded statement after U.S. Chargé d'Affaires Kim Furnish warned that China's Caribbean investments disproportionately benefit elites, lead to incompetent projects, and saddle nations with unsustainable debt. And now for a look at news on the international scene. Pope Leo XIV is deeply saddened after 2 people were killed in a strike on Gaza's only Catholic church, he said in a Vatican telegram on Thursday. Calling the strike a military attack, the Vatican Secretary of State, Petro Parolin, said, in commending the souls of the deceased to the loving mercy of Almighty God, the Holy Father prays for the consolation of those who grieve and for the recovery of the injured. The Latin Patriarchate of Jerusalem, which has jurisdiction for Latin Rite Catholics in Gaza, said the 2 people were killed after Gaza's Holy Family Church was struck by Israel on Thursday morning. Several others were injured. The Israeli military said it was aware of reports regarding damage caused to the Holy Family Church in Gaza City and casualties at the scene, adding that the circumstances of the incident are under review. And now for the weather. Present weather is partly cloudy. Winds are moderate from the east at 14 miles per hour. Seas are 1 to 1.5 meters or 3 to 5 feet. The weather forecast for today predicts partly cloudy and hazy conditions with a 40% or moderate chance of brief passing showers. Tonight will be partly cloudy and hazy with 20% or slight chance of showers. Sunset today will be at around 6:48, while sunrise tomorrow morning will be at approximately 15 minutes before 7. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more in detail. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jasmine Thomas. Grace be to you and peace be multiplied.